Whoa. What is going on with MJF? Let's get into it.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
What is up, everybody? It is Kev Callum coming to you on a Sunday afternoon, normally well out of our schedule. Breaking news at this time from multiple outlets, including Fightful Select and our friends over at Wrestling Observer. I am Kev Callum here with Sportskeeda Wrestling. What is going on with Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the number one villain in All Elite Wrestling, who is set to be in a big match tonight on the AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view, a match that has been built up to literally 4 years. While that is going on camera, off camera, there's been a long reported tiff between MJF and AEW management, specifically Tony Khan, who's very angry with MJF after he did some type of interview with Ariel Helwani that wasn't cleared by AEW's PR department. So, what is going on in the last 24 hours? Jump into the conversation. Let us know. We have the full story up now from all the different sources aggregated in one place at sportskeeda.com. Let's break it in. So yesterday, AEW is having their Fan Fest in Las Vegas leading up to the pay-per-view tonight. MJF is scheduled for a meet and greet at around 12:15 local time. He does not appear at that meet and greet. Security tells fans who paid money to have that meet and greet and autograph session with him that they were trying to reach out to him, they could not reach him, and he would not be appearing. Obviously, fans were given some form of refund. At what point or the extent of that refund, it is unclear. We do know that some of the fans who did tweet about getting that MJF meet and greet session, that they were given meet and greets for other people. MJF was not the only person who did not appear as scheduled or as advertised. Samoa Joe was also advertised for a meet and greet session, but did not because of some type of schedule conflict situation. With MJF, different situation. People are trying to reach him, and he's not picking up his phone. He does not pick up his phone, apparently, for AEW sources and people within the company, but does so for Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select and is getting some type of communication with him, but still very choice about what is and what isn't being communicated. A tip of the cap to Sean Ross Sapp, always knowing what's going on in the business right now. So a lot of people are losing their minds. Some people talking to us from Vegas, some people from New York City, some people from all over. If you're with us for the first time, let us know what you think here. Dark Charson saying this one's different. I think MJF is being MJF. Is it a work? Obviously, people are already getting into that. We'll get on this. A lot of people saying, watch out, MJF, all these different things here. So it is a compelling situation. If you're involved in the story, let us know what you think. If you're watching for the first time, let us know what you think. Hit the like button and subscribe to Sportskeeda Wrestling wherever you're getting us here. So he no-shows the Fan Fest. You know he's upset. It's known within the wrestling media world that he is upset. He is working it on camera as well. What is real? What is not? It is a compelling reality that he has played here. But it's interesting here. As the story develops, we get multiple outlets then reporting late last night around midnight Central Time going into the early morning hours that a flight has been booked for him to leave Las Vegas and walk out on AEW the night before he's supposed to have a massive pay-per-view match where he's the number one villain, but someone who's still in a point of contention with some people within AEW, professionally. So multiple outlets reporting MJF was booked for a flight out of Las Vegas. It is unclear whether or not he was on that flight. Fightful added that. So obviously people saying, this is a situation where is he working as? Is this MJF? He is the type of character that would do something like this. Does he just show up on the pay-per-view and then everyone's, itching to see him get powerbombed a dozen times even more? It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Obviously, it creates more questions, creates intrigue. That's the idea, right? Is this a legitimate walkout? Is this him legitimately holding the company over the fire, saying, hey, pay me what you owe me. Pay me like the star that I am. Give me what I'm owed. Let's see what fans are thinking here. Jennifer texting and saying, I think it's not a work. He's acting a little biatch. Biatch right there. Richard Ramirez. MJF is, oh, come on. You don't have to call him that. That's ridiculous. Derek, what can I eat? I do know MJF wants to be more talked about like CM Punk, though. Well, he is talked about. He is the most well-rated, hold their water segments on AEW television. We actually looked at the quarter hours. Oh, this is a fun one. David Sandsman. Prediction, that flight is delayed. Wardlow showed up and flattens him. Power bombs right there in the airport. They had the match in the airport. Yes, Antoine. Where in the world is Maxwell Jacob Friedman? Thank you. Clip that. That's a good one. People asking, am I in Vegas? No, I'm in Mexico. I'm not in Vegas at the time. I'm not in Vegas. We will have a live post show, by the way, tonight with Jose G and Jeremy Bennett covering everything going on with AEW Double or Nothing, whether or not at this time that I'm broadcasting to you, that includes MJF. We'll see. A lot of people with a lot of different takes on this. Some people say he isn't good enough to be acting like this. It's a work like Montreal. Yes, people saying Montreal was a work. All these different things here. I still think it's going to happen. I do have some fans that were telling me within the last hour, oh, well, AEW put up a video package, the vignette video package of all the different things in the storyline building up to this match. The flight's legit. I've talked to enough people. The flight that was booked out of Vegas was legit. Now, whether or not he got on that plane, flew out of Las Vegas, mind you, he could get on the plane, fly to Las Vegas. Enough money is offered. Enough I's are dotted and T's are crossed. And, hey, check your account, and those things can happen here. A lot of different take here. David Barclay from the Barclay Center. Watch out. Checking in from Vegas, Kevin. We rented a suite. Looks like joke's on me. David, are you at AEW Double or Nothing? Are you excited about this storyline? Does it make you more excited for the show or less excited? Do you feel like you're getting worked? You paid all this money and then this happens to you. Is this just an elaborate storyline stunt by MJF and AEW the night before a pay-per-view to get people talking who are on the fence about getting the pay-per-view? Because it's a pay-per-view, by the way. This is not like what WWE has with Peacock. This is a pay-per-view. You're going to pay $50 depending on where you get this. Traditional pay-per-view, Fight TV, BR Live in the United States. So there's a lot of different options here. Ray Matthews, I miss him if he leaves AEW. Oh, if he leaves, if he is not on this show, this is bad. This is a bad thing here. This comes on the heels of Tony Khan himself, the president of AEW, taking shots at WWE, saying, look, he had to move to a different venue in the town that I'm going to sell out today, blah, blah, blah. He said that. He said, I had this nice meeting with Warner Brothers and Discovery. I met with the head of UFC, Dana White. Look at this. And then within a few hours, we get this news. So it's interesting to see how this all plays out. Eric, oh, wow. He only has mic skills. He never wrestles. He's not worth the money. Wrong. When you have ratings, you have much more than mic skills. Much more than mic skills. Sabat saying it's not a work. What do you think? Another thing is, if this is an elaborate work, if this is a storyline thing, are you upset about it? Are you mad that you got worked when wrestling itself is a work? What do you think? A lot of people chiming in here. A lot of people with this for the first time. He's going to the WWE. I heard a lot of people say, this is an elaborate scheme by Vince McMahon. No. No, it isn't. As far as we know, no, it is not. A lot of people with different takes here. Oh, Sonny, I believe MJF will keep running because he knows he's going to smash him. I can't wait to see the outcome. All right, so you're just intrigued about what's going to happen no matter what happens. All right. Edie, I think MJF had no mind at AEW and probably let the contract up. Here's the thing. He's still under contract. By the way. MJF's deal, it's not like his deal is coming up soon. His deal is coming up in 2024. He wanted to renegotiate the contract as it is, reportedly, and get paid more because he thinks he's one of the biggest draws in the company. He wants to get paid like a top guy. AEW reportedly made overtures. Here, let's start talking about that. Let's talk about a contract extension. And MJF, based on what we've heard, multiple outlets saying that he was not hearing those overtures. He was not listening to what they were offering. MJF is worth all the money and more. Antoine, MJF is doing what Jeff and Austin did. Vince, did to you. Vince, are you watching, Vince? When people talk about Vince in the first name. Eric Leonard. Theory, if you're getting paid, it's all a work. Yes, it's all a work. It's an elaborate work. Sasha to AEW, Max to WWE. What a trade, huh? I don't think that's exactly a trade here. Christopher and Cooper, could he be trying to pull a Jeff Hardy to get released or fired? Well, here's the thing. Cody Rhodes was in a position where AEW felt, based on the deal they had set with him, that they had an option to retain him on the deal as it was. Cody Rhodes believed that was not the case, and they came to terms on him not staying with the company. With MJF, he is still under contract until 2024, but at this time is looking at the outlook and what he's producing, what he's getting compensated, what numbers he's putting up, and why is he not being compensated appropriately. So, WWE, you're playing spot in Las Vegas. they flew the private jet to Vegas, baby. Yeah, no, don't get that thing here. Yes, MJF is worth a lot of money and more. Let me know what you think. I want to know what you think of this story. For sure, he did not show up for a FanFest event he was advertised at. I've heard some people say, though no one's confirmed it, that when he's scheduled to be at the FanFest, he's over on the casino floor playing the slots. What's going on here? They got me. Am I hooked? Are you hooked? If it's all an elaborate work and he walks out and people boo him out of the ceiling, well then it worked. But at what point? Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. At what point was it needed here? Yeah. It's ridiculous. How's the connection holding up for you guys here? I'm doing this without a microphone. I hope it's looking good and everything's appropriate for you guys. Thank you guys so much. Once again, tonight we will be live tonight, covering everything going on with MJF over here, everything going on with AEW Double or Nothing, and the pay-per-view post show. So make sure your notifications are on. You can join Jose G and Jeremy Bennett with that. We have Top Story from me and Jose G and Jeremy Bennett 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, right here on our channels, on our podcast channel, on Spotify, on Apple. You can listen to us in your ears. Also, you can get us on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much. Make sure those notifications are on so you know you can join us live and get on screen. And remember to do the most important thing when watching wrestling. It's first, share the link, or you stink. Share the link. Tag your friends who think they know all the wrestling theories. And also, please, enjoy wrestling.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!